here with my 18-week bump date. I really didn't feel like doing this video today, but I got up and like got ready for the day, so I was like, I might as well just film it. But I just am so cranky. Oh my goodness. I just got back from the grocery store and I literally, like every single person, well, other than one lady who was like really smiley and nice, but almost every single person in the grocery store I wanted to like punch in the face, and that's not like me. I'm usually like very just like whatever you do, like I can like accept it for the most part, well, for the most part. But today I just like, I really hated everyone. I really hated everyone. Like when I say it, I mean like everyone was really, really pissing me off. Granted, there were a few things that were going on that were like, maybe like would normally just kind of make me roll my eyes, but today it was just like, get me out of here. I think my emotions are a little bit all over the place. I think that's sort of one of those symptoms that I'm dealing with right now. Yesterday, and a few days, like this past couple weeks, I just randomly break into tears. Like I'll be talking to Eric and I'll be telling him something that I need and I'll start crying for really no reason other than I just feel overwhelmed or I just feel emotional. Like I literally was talking about how I was hungry last night and I started crying. I was crying because I was hungry. So yeah, I think that I'm a little emotional at the moment. So yeah, I'm gonna just like zen out for the rest of the day, I think. In general, I've been feeling still sort of the same. As I describe it, I just kind of feel hungover a lot of the time. Like when I first wake up in the morning, I'm nauseous, I need to eat, and I generally feel a little bit better. By mid-afternoon, I feel like I need a nap, but not enough so that I can fall asleep. And at night, I wake up in the night, I have to pee, can't get back to sleep. It's all the same kind of thing. So really the newest thing is all these like emotions that I'm dealing with. We're really excited. We booked a doula. So we have our first sort of like prenatal visit with our doula next Monday. I'll see how open she is to like having us video different things. I'm interested to see how she feels about us videoing the birth and all the rest of it. But yeah, I'm just really relieved to have that kind of booked and sorted out, because we were putting it off because we couldn't figure out our OB situation, which I'll update you on right now, but I wanted to get that figured out before I booked a doula, just so that I kind of had my head on straight. But we ended up running into the doulas, as I mentioned at the, I may have mentioned, at the baby show or whatever, and they were like, oh, we can try and help you, get you in with a good OB. So they did, they tried, and turns out that the OB that they were recommending me for, generally in all of the OBs in that practice, the limit is 12 births a month. And she already had taken 4 additional exceptions. So she was at 24 births, and they were like, we really just like, she can't take any more. So I totally understood that. But with our discussion with the doulas, they're just like, you know what, the doctor that they've paired you with at that practice, like, just wouldn't go with them. If you have a doctor that you like, the other hospital that I was looking at they said is a great hospital. It's just not as new and nice. And so, you know, my comfort level with it was kind of just not the best. But when push comes to shove, it's just like a couple days, and knowing that I have a doctor who will support me and whatnot throughout the pregnancy leading up to that day, and then on that day, if she is able to be there, and she really likes us as well as we really like her, and so she kind of has made it clear that she's going to do everything in her power to be there for the birth, but as we know, things happen. But still, if she is able to be there, I'll know that she'll work with us in whatever we want to do. So I think, you know, as much as I really wanted to have an environment that I was comfortable in the end, I couldn't find a doctor that we were comfortable with, so we're sticking with our doctor, which I'm actually kind of really excited about. I really wanted to be in this new hospital that was a lot nicer, but if I have a good doctor, then that's good for me. What else? I went and bought a bunch of boxes and packing materials today, so we're getting started on the house. We need to give our notice right away. So that's all coming down the pipe. We're booking movers. I need to call them and put a deposit down. So I'm just in a whirlwind. I'm not even really all that focused on my pregnancy. Today I sat down and I was reading through one of my pregnancy books, the only pregnancy book you'll ever need, which was one of the ones I bought and you probably saw in one of my earlier videos. And it's a good book and I'm enjoying it, but I hadn't been reading it for a while and I just picked it up again and oh yeah, there's a lot. So I'm needing to start getting figured out on a lot of those kinds of things. I know I have time, but we still have, it just feels like it's my first time, right? So it feels like this overwhelm of like all of this information and all of these things I need to do. And people are like, oh, have you, booked birthing classes? Have you done this? Have you done that? Like, which stroller are you going to buy? And I just kind of feel like, I don't know. So I think I need to do some meditations. I think maybe that's part of why I'm so emotional, like mad and sad. I think it's just maybe overwhelm. I'm definitely in a much better like mental emotional state in terms of my actual pregnancy. I'm feeling him kick and move a bunch, and as we mentioned, Eric is feeling him kick from time to time too now. So that's really exciting and special. I'm starting to have a belly, which I'll show you guys. And just in general, feel good about it all. I feel like I trust my body more than I ever have in this journey, and even with like the love knocks and talking about going off of that at viability, I'm beginning to feel a little bit better about that. And I'm also starting to feel a little bit better about me even flying. And so the only thing is that if I go off of love knocks and then like a week later go on a long haul flight of some sort, I'm a bit worried about just like, especially getting on a plane, they say that like the pressure change can increase your risk for blood clots. And I'm kind of like having just gone off blood thinners and then an increase of risk of blood clots. I just don't know if that sway is too much for my body to handle. So I need to talk to my doctor about that at our next appointment, which is in a couple weeks. So anyways, all in all, I am feeling really good. I think we started making lists, and I'm a list person, and I think that when I start writing lists, I get overwhelmed at the beginning, but once I have everything written, I feel better. So I've only just started my list of things I need to do, and I'm not talking about like I mentioned in our last video that we made a list of things we need to buy. Sure, that's overwhelming, but I mean like I need to make a list of things, of future lists. So I need to make a list that includes things like, okay, make a list for baby supplies to buy, make a list for your hospital bag, make a list for things that you need to do for the nursery, and like just those kinds of things. So I need to make a list for my lists and then I'll feel better. But yeah, so I think that in terms of my update, that's all I have really to say. I've been revealing more and more letters. I'm trying to think now what letters we've revealed. You can check my Instagram account if you want. I have it in the description below, so you can find me on Instagram or on Facebook. I usually post them on both of them. I think we have like 3 or 4 letters revealed, so the name will be revealed in the coming weeks. Hopefully we did settle on a name and we do feel good about it, and there's still, even when I flip-flop and go like, oh, did we pick the right name? I still think I go through new names and think of other names, and just nothing else really fits the bill for what I'm looking for. So feeling good about it, but you never know. I might change my mind, but I feel pretty confident, and I think that's why some people just hold off until the birth, but I'm not that kind of person, and if I change my mind, I change my mind. So I'm excited to share that with everyone anyhow, but I'm gonna veg out, maybe make myself some popcorn to make myself feel better, and turn on some Netflix, because I made myself a promise today that I wouldn't watch. I was binge watching this show called 13 Reasons Why, which is a good show if you are looking for something to binge on Netflix, but I literally was just like watching it constantly, and I was like, I need to like get some stuff done. I need to do some laundry, I need to go grocery shopping, I need to do all these things. So I was like, I'm not watching Netflix until after 3 o'clock, and I don't know what time it is, but it's gotta be past 3 by now. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm sure I'll have another video up for you guys soon, probably early next week. But until then, thank you so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, thank you for joining us. If you enjoyed, thumbs up, subscribe, all those good things. But until next time, bye guys.